I just wanted to share my Morbius collection with you guys. I've been waiting for this trailer to be released, and all I can say is, woo! When can I get my tickets? That's what I need right now. VIP. I need something. We need to get this done. I really want to watch this, man. Like, I've been collecting, anticipating this. I'm a fan of Jared Leto. I think he did great in Joker. A lot of people don't like him. I don't care. I liked it. But this right here, this Morbius, this suits him. This fits him. He's perfect for the role. He's killing it. Man, I'm going to tell you like this. I looked at the trailer, and of course, you see the Nobel Peace Prize winning Michael Morbius. You know, he has this rare disease. He's extremely intelligent, and he's trying to work on this cure so he could save himself and other people, right? So he definitely starts experimenting. He starts doing genetic testing. It looks like on a vampire bat, obviously, right? And then, you know, he has to do something illegal. So they travel, you know, to some far off location. And you see all them bats coming out when he's, you know, slices his hand. I don't know if he's experimenting there and already, you know, has it. But, I mean, you see it. It kind of, you know, it looked kind of crazy to me, man. It looked wild, man. So, you know, it looks like he locks himself up. And I guess he's starting to notice changes because he's actually physically altered into a stronger person. And he's in there and he's trying to contain himself, but you see him punching, boom, 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 breaking a glass and everything. And you hear him say, you know, he's got increased strength and speed. And then he could do echolocation. And then, you know, he has this urge to drink blood. And, you know, so there's, you know, the living vampire coming in right there, you know, and he's not really a vampire because he was never bitten, you know, he was created because he tried to cure his disease and somehow he developed these powers, right? And, you know, there's that scene on there when they go to the ship, that ocean liner that's in the ocean. If you go to the comics, you know, he's actually, when he's turning, he's on a boat, on a yacht with somebody. With his friends, I think, and his girlfriend, and he jumps in the water trying to kill himself before he bites his own girlfriend. So he tries to drown himself or whatever, and supposedly this ocean liner or his boat picks him up. These workers save him, and he goes in there and he just, you know, bites all of them. He just drinks all of their blood, and you know, I think that's cool that it's staying true. I mean, at least that's what it seems, right? I mean, we're trying to put this together. We have no idea what's really going to go on the plot because this just was a teaser trailer. But there's a lot to consider here. And then he's coming out, and you see him coming out in his jail jumpsuit. It's an orange one, and I have to point out that it's different than the one that Vulture is wearing at the end. Vulture is wearing a white one, right? And that's right there in itself, that they're together. We'll talk about that here in a second, but that's amazing. But they do have two different colors. Okay, so that means that they were in different sections of the prison or in different prisons. Okay, so we have to take that into consideration. It wasn't the same. So in the comics, right, if you go back, you actually go to She-Hulk. She-Hulk got into it with somebody, and she got hurt, and her powers, you know, she wasn't even the same color. She was fading. And they had to take her to Michael Morbius to get cured. All right. But at this time, Michael Morbius was changing and everything into this living vampire. Right. So, you know, he cures her, and then he's going to trial for murder. And this is in She-Hulk Volume 1. Issue 11 and 12, okay? So she's a lawyer, all right? And she defends him in trial, defends Morbius in trial. And what she does to illustrate that he's not a murderer is that she takes two rabbits, injects them with the same serum that he injected himself with, and that rabbit kills the other rabbit. So she got his sentence reduced and everything. So, saying that to say that we know that She-Hulk is coming. I know it's in the MCU or whatever, but whatever they did with Vulture, they put all this together. What if we're going to see a reference to She-Hulk in here, right? Because obviously this is an origin story, and if it stays too true to the comics, we got to talk about him being a murderer and going through trial and why he would be in jail in the first place. So we got to consider that story. Now, everybody's focusing on Spider-Man in the background that says murderer and all this and that. Hey, that's cool. Spider-Man can come in. Spider-Man can be in there, and we're gonna see some different variations of it. Here's a comic. Check it out. I got one right there with Spider-Man and Morbius. It's already there, man. It's already there. They actually went to Michael Morbius for some blood in the Spider-Man series too. So, I mean, where is this gonna go? You know, where is this gonna go? We're in Sony, right? We're in Sony. Are we gonna see Venom and Morbius? Is that what we're gonna see? You see what I'm saying? It's there. It's already there. So that just gets me excited at all the possibilities that could take place. I mean, they could run with this in every direction. You know what I mean? They're obviously getting permission for Spider-Man to be there. Then you got Vulture there, right? So you're watching this video and then you see Tyrese pop up. You know, it looks like he's got some type of metal arm or whatever, and it's Simon Shroud. And then you see a little snippet of another guy. He's just walking. Well, that's the villain. That's the villain. A lot of people don't realize that that's a Loxias Crown. That's Loxias Crown. All right. There's not a lot of information about this guy on the internet. I looked him up. This is the first time I encountered this guy. But from what I found out about this guy, he suffers from the same rare disease that Morbius does. So who knows if this guy steals the same serum or does something to himself. But however, he ends up having the same type of powers, but he's, on the evil side. He wants to kill and destroy everything, And then with all this stuff with the bats and all that, man, it makes me think like, that what if that dude is really Man-Bat, I mean, I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there, man. But it's pretty interesting the way everything's playing out. And then at the end, Morbius is walking by, and Michael Keaton as the Vulture in his prison garbs from the end of Homecoming. He's wearing it. Obviously, he broke out. I mean, that's what it looks like. That's what they're implying. Tells him, you got tired of that good guy stuff. Huh? What's up, Doc? Hey, that's like setting up the Sinister Six right there, man. So that's awesome. And then if you don't, I don't know, maybe you don't go this deep, but when they met up, it just made me say, what? I was just like, it was like I did a Ric Flair woo on him, man, because in reality, dude, that's Batman and Joker looking at each other. I know it ain't got nothing to do with MCU, but those actors play Batman and Joker, man. So I thought that was interesting. I heard somebody else say that Jared Leto, he said that he was the Man-Bat, and then somebody else said, well, I couldn't be the Joker, so I'm gonna be the Batman. No, that's Michael Morbius. He is a living vampire, and I think we're in for a treat because there are other comics like this one where he is with Ghost Rider. Yes, that is amazing. I'm gonna run through some comics that I have here. I got plenty of them. I think it's pretty cool. I just want to share them. But there's one at the end that I definitely want to show you. And it just makes this all more exciting because I know that there's a Morbius movie and there's another movie for this guy. So that's Morbius #1. That's a new issue or the new series that came out. That's Morbius #3 of the new series. Here's Morbius #1 with the Midnight Suns. Please stay thinking about Midnight Suns. If you're going to collect any comics, start collecting Midnight Suns, man, because I think that's what they're building up to. And I read an article that was there that's Morbius Revisited. And then you got Doctor Strange and all that. He's part of the Midnight Suns too. Look at that. Morbius, the living vampire. Another Morbius with Spider-Man. I mean, it's all here, man. If they're going to pull from the comics, we're going to definitely see some really cool stuff. Here's another one. Morbius. I'm just showing off my collection, but I'm telling you, I got one badass one that I'm going to show you. Look at that. And I think this one says Nightmare. And we already know that they're casting for Nightmare, unless they've picked somebody. I don't know who it is, but Nightmare is supposed to be in the Doctor Strange movie. And then you have Lilith. Look at that. I heard there was already talks about Lilith. Then you got what is it, Bloodthirst? This is all Midnight Suns, all Morbius, man. So this Morbius is his own universe. I mean, everybody's gonna say it's Spider-Man, but when I show you this last comic, I mean, I got a couple more, but look at that, another Spider-Man. I don't know who that doctor-looking figure is right there, but I'll figure it out. I haven't read this one. Now, check this out. Okay, well, look, let me show you this. This is Midnight Suns Unlimited #1, Ghost Rider. You know what I mean? And then this one right here is going to lead into what I'm about to show you. Look at this. That's Morbius, Midnight Suns Unlimited, right? If you read on the bottom, guess what it say Night Stalkers. If anybody knows what Night Stalkers is, then they know what this is. Morbius versus Blade. That's what I want to see. I'm telling you, I am more excited for the Morbius movie than I was for Venom. Now, I might be excited for Venom too, but I am more excited for Morbius than I was for Venom. So, with all of this stuff happening, I can't wait. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see what they do, which direction they go. Start stacking up on your comics. I'm telling you, I'm buying them all up. So you might, while you over there putting it in your cart, I probably already bought it. All right, man. So I'm going to let you go.
But first, we will be giving away a PlayStation 5. All you would have to do to enter is click like, subscribe, flick the notification bell, set it to all, and leave a comment. You can leave a comment on each video and it will count as a separate entry for each one. As soon as our YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook hit 5,000 subscribers each, we will be randomly selecting a winner.
Gods on earth.